Perfect. Okay, so the meeting is being recorded now, so I'll call it to order. And of course, start in a good way and acknowledge that we are here today on the unceded and traditional territory of the Katzie, Kwantlen, Mathaqui, and Semiahmoo peoples. So with that, we have the adoption of the agenda. Any changes to it? So seeing none, I'll move that the November 18th, 2024 special meeting agenda be adopted as circulated, seconded by Councillor Mack. Call the question. All those in favor? Any opposed? So I'm not hearing any opposed. So I will say that that's carried unanimously. The next is a committee of the whole. I'll move again that we commence a committee of the whole, seconded by Councillor Albrecht this time. I'll call the question. All those in favor? Any opposed? I will assume it's carried unanimously. And that brings us over to our presentation from Discover Langley City. So welcome.
Hello, thank you, Mayor Pahal. If everything is ready, I will share my screen. All right, just double checking that you can hear me okay and you can see my screen here.
Yes, we can.
Perfect. Thank you very much. All right, let's get started. Hello, everyone. Langley City Council and Mayor, thank you very much for having me here today to provide an update on Discover Langley City. My name is Taryn Antelek. I am the operations manager at Discover Langley City. We are the destination marketing organization, and for Langley City, we support tourism experiences and promote them through various initiatives in marketing, destination development, and visitor services. So today I'll be providing a bit of an update since I last spoke with you all in the spring and talk a little bit about what we've been up to. There we go. First, I'd like to acknowledge that Discover Langley City acknowledges that we live, work, and play on the unceded traditional and ancestral homelands of the Mathaqui, Kwantlen, Katzie, and Semiahmoo First Nations. So to start us off, I wanted to bring back our slogan, which is Experience the Wonder, and demonstrate a couple of examples of how we did an amazing job demonstrating that to visitors and residents this year through a variety of ways. So for example, I will be diving deeper into everything later on in my presentation, but we shared the incredible event venues here in Langley City, and we were on location providing support and promoting for those events that happened in our community this year. We promoted the beautiful nature spaces such as the Nickel Trail, some exhilarating attractions like fast track indoor karting, and the incredible places to eat, the mural walk in downtown Langley and beyond. We do have a holiday photo there in the right bottom corner, and we're currently running a holiday campaign, which I will get into at the end, but yeah, get ready for that. That's pretty exciting that we're unrolling right now. And a recap of how we are receiving funding. So this year, again, we're receiving the funding from Destination British Columbia in part of the province of BC as well through the Municipal and Regional District Tax Program. This is 2% of every overnight stay at 5 accommodation holders in Langley City. And this also includes short-term rental online accommodation platforms. I will be referring to MRDT and OAP as two acronyms when I am speaking to that. And here we are projected to reach our $360,000 anticipated revenue for this year. That is $300,000 anticipated from the hotel revenue and $60,000 anticipated from short-term rentals. And this falls in trend upwards from previous years. And we received the fee for service graciously from the City of Langley, which we've put towards our marketing initiatives this year, as well as over $13,000 a month we get to spend on Google Ads. So this is search ads that appear when visitors are searching for things to do in the area. And Canada Summer Jobs Funding. This year we received the highest that we have since we've applied back in, I believe, 2018 at over $13,000. So diving a bit deeper into how that looked for our students this year, we hired two students from BCIT. One was studying marketing communications and one in tourism. And they were out as ambassadors in the community, promoting things to do here in Langley City and really getting involved in the community. And in order to do all that, they are better when they can go and experience it themselves. So on the left is Chelsea and Cassandra about to go on a couple of loops around the track at Fast Track. And we hired Chelsea part-time as a marketing coordinator. So she just recently joined the team and she's been a great addition. And on the right, I just wanted to add on about our mobile visitor center. In order to engage with our partner businesses, every year we have a very popular attraction called the prize wheel. So we work with up to 12 partner businesses where they create coupon offers, and anybody who spins the wheel lands on that business. They can win a discount or a free item, and it's just a way to get foot traffic in the door. We've done this for the past couple of summers, and it continues to be successful. So just to show a visual of how our MRDT has been growing over the years, we had a strong rebound from the COVID-19 pandemic, and we received the highest MRDT revenue at over $400,000 last year. Due to the short-term rental regulations that were put in place in May, which did not have a huge impact for our funding that we received, which was great news. But just based on trends of what happened in the community, that's why there's a little bit of a decrease, but we anticipate to see an upwards for next year again. And of course, all the work we do, we cannot do without our amazing industry partners and our Langley City partners. So a couple here, we work with Destination BC, as well as the Vancouver Coast and Mountains Tourism Region, Indigenous Tourism BC, Hello BC, which you might have seen online before. Tourism Industry Association of BC, we are a member of that advocacy group for tourism in BC. And West Coast Food helps establish Langley City as a culinary hub through their marketing programs. And the BC Ale Trail helps promote our breweries here in the community. This has increased since I put these numbers in, as we've had a couple more businesses join us in the last couple months. But we have 4 accommodation, 4 other services, 10 in attractions, recreation, 18 in retail, and 14 food and beverage. And of course, we have to give thanks to the Downtown Langley Business Association and the City of Langley for all of the support that they provide us. The first partner, I would say, project that we launched at the beginning of the year was the partner package. And for our complementary partner model, we have to make sure that they understand what they're promising to do to support tourism with us in the community, but also lay it out really clearly to how we can help benefit them with our initiatives in marketing, and how we can work more collaboratively together. So this is available on our Become a Partner page on our website, and has proven to help businesses work more closely with us. To provide a little bit of an insight into some research that we received this year from Destination BC, they did a community they went to different communities and they had specific research done on those. So this one is for Langley, which includes Township of Langley and City of Langley. And this is the residents' perception of tourism snapshot series of 2023 and 2024. My apologies, the text is probably quite small on the screen. I do have this available. If you would request, I can share it with you after this presentation. But a couple of highlights I'd like to bring up is when residents were asked, for example, I value the contribution visitors make to my local economy. Langley residents believe that by about 77%, which is in line with British Columbia at 80%, and the Vancouver Coast and Mountains region, which is the Lower Mainland, at about 80% as well. So we appreciate the high sentiment towards tourism and by residents. And the other one I want to call out is overall tourism contributes positively to the quality of life in my community. And Langley residents responded at 63%, which is very close to the British Columbia total of 72 and the region of 71. And also at the bottom there, many residents believe that there's just the right amount of tourism throughout all 4 seasons. And this just helps us look too at potential off seasons and where we can put some extra marketing in to make sure that all seasons have a respectful amount of tourism here in the community. These are just a couple of other things they looked at, but what I will just touch on here is they asked residents about the impact of tourism and if they understand that there's economic, environmental, social, cultural, job market, and Indigenous impacts in tourism. And overall, you can see Langley's in line with the province overall. And there, again, reflects the positive sentiment of all 6 areas. And here, just a quick recap as well. There's different levels that the residents interviewed were segmented into. So the top two in green is tourism ambassadors and tourism supporters. So again, showing that there is a large amount of support for tourism in Langley, and we appreciate that support and we'll continue to help this grow. And then here, if I'll just skim over this, this is just a little bit of the methodology that they used. The next section here of research that I wanted to just share as a little bit of an update is on the short-term rentals here in Langley City. So this is the results page for a platform called AirDNA, which reports on short-term rental activity in every community. One thing I want to call out here is that we are performing well. There's 38 active listings currently that can be booked for short-term or long-term stays here. But at about 43%, they're people booking one night stays. 24% are booking 2 nights, and 14% are booking 3 nights. So we'd like to continue to see that grow and see more people book more than one night, but it's just nice to see where we're currently standing. And then here's just a visual of where all of those bookings are scattered throughout Langley City of where you can book a short-term rental. So there's 106 listed currently, but there's 38 that are active and running as businesses. Now I will be diving into the fun marketing that we've been doing this year and showing you a little bit of how that has rolled out. Earlier this year, I shared the collateral that we created this year, but just as a quick recap, we have our informational rack card, which has a really quick QR code to scan to bring you to book accommodation here in Langley City, as well as our very popular Eat and Enjoy guide. This continued to be taken the most at our mobile visitor center, and we got lots of great feedback on this. Then our activity guide is the Explore and Excite guide for people looking for workshops, self-guided tours, and shopping. And the Tear Off Visitor Map has a close-up here of Langley City, having a little inset of where downtown Langley is located. And there's parks, attractions, places to stay all there in one place so that we can direct this to visitors and have a fun visual way of seeing what there is to do. Another marketing initiative that we do is digital media. I had mentioned before about the Google search ads that we have the grant for. These are some of the most popular and best performing ads. The one at the top, which we get a lot of people clicking through, meaning they're ultimately going to book, is for hotels. Then people are also wanting to look at places to eat, so that brings to a food directory. And the one at the bottom is the featured ones that we did for summer events to help push that during our most busy season. For social media, we had another great year. Just on the screen there is scrolling our Facebook page, so you can see a little bit of the variety of what we posted. And then here's our Instagram page, highlighting some featured itineraries like the perfect shopping day as shown there. We had some giveaways. We were sharing about our mobile visitor center, some informational videos like that one, which was referring to going to Braddon Lagoon, and lots of featured reels to really gain some positive engagement. So our Instagram increased by 22% this year from last, and Facebook increased by 16% from last year. And we did have a video go viral. It got over 200,000 views, and this was for Estrella's Montreal Deli. And people loved the food, and they really wanted to go and check it out. And lots of people were sharing that video, so that was a great way to really highlight our exceptional culinary scene here in Langley City. We had a great year of giveaways. This also helped us gain followers, and it helped partner businesses gain followers and exposure through doing this. So there was a total of 16 participating businesses, events, and partners that we worked with. And we were posting these on Instagram. Anybody could enter if they followed the businesses running the giveaway. And we then selected a winner, and they got to go and experience that themselves. We also sent out 33 influencers and travel packages to influencers and travelers. So in this complimentary package, we had an incentive with downtown dollars to come and do some shopping, do some dining. We also had some coupons of our partner businesses and our collateral. And we also drew people to come to our visitor center to pick up the luggage tag and the keychain there so that they could come and experience that for themselves. We sent these right at the end of August, beginning of September to try and incentivize travel here coming out of the busy season. And we can't do a lot of the marketing without beautiful images to really showcase unique experiences and a little bit of the behind the scenes. So this year we focused getting restaurant culinary photos as well as our nature spaces. So you can see the dog park and Bryden Lagoon there and the Raving Gamers, the photo there with the pouring onto, it looks like chicken and waffles and just some really great food here that really has high quality representation of what people can experience. And here is the holiday campaign introduction. So last Friday, we launched the Experience the Wonderland campaign. This is a spin on our slogan of Experience the Wonder and really highlighting all of the holiday experiences that can be found here. So this campaign's all hosted on a landing page on our website, which I'll share on the next slide, is broken into 4 different categories of things to do and is targeted at BC, but also Northern Washington to incentivize day travelers and ultimately to try and book overnight to try and get a little bit of everything. We are running social media ads, Google ads, and also creating social media posts highlighting the individual businesses. And we've done a feature of this on our consumer newsletter, so it'll go right to people's personal inboxes. The 4 categories are holiday events for the family, unique shopping, dining and craft beer, and treat yourself. We selected these 4 categories since there's a variety of holiday events going on, like Magic of Christmas, the Christmas Wish Breakfast, and so much more. And it's all very family friendly. So we really wanted to highlight that. For unique shopping, we've got Toy Traders, which is Canada's largest toy store, and lots of other really great shops for young kids or for adults that are looking to get things for family and friends. Then for dining and craft beer, we're really highlighting how many businesses around here are sourcing local. And for treat yourself, we have experiences like the Sabai Thai Spa, going to get a sweet treat from a bakery and a lot more. So very diverse, and it allows people to scroll through and find how they would like to experience the Wonderland here in Langley City this upcoming season. So that's a holistic view on marketing. Now, to go into a little bit more of destination and product experience management, mainly revolving around events, but I will explain that coming up here. So some new experiences and experiences that encourage overnight stays that Discover Langley City supported this year. I just highlighted a couple here on this slide. The first one is the Langley Craft Beverage Week. This is hosted by Tourism Langley. So every year they showcase the breweries in their community, and we partner with them to include our breweries in the week as well. So Farm Country Brewing gets their very own day of promotions and an event at their business. So we were able to include them in the marketing promotions for this event. And then KPU Brew Lab, which is the brewery students at KPU, they had their student brewed beers poured at the Barley Merchant for their big event. So really great way to have people try some new craft beer and just engage them with our businesses here in the community. Then Food Truck Wars returned again this year. We supported them with sponsorship for the 3-day food event, and we were also there with their mobile visitor center. This brought in people from all around the region. The Greater Vancouver Food Truck Festival is very popular, and we were able to tap into that audience. And part of us being there was also great. We had the brand new maps, and we were directing people just down the road to go and check out downtown Langley after the event to keep them here. Then after later in the summer was the Douglas Park Pickleball Charity Tournament, which we supported again this year with sponsorship. This is a great event that brings people again from all over the province to come and compete for, I believe it's 3 days, and encourages people to stay and play here right in the downtown core. And the 4th photo is the McBurney Plaza Summer Series. That sandwich board you can see there is part of the sweet treats that Discover Langley City sponsored to have there at the event to help incentivize people to stay longer, enjoy the live music in the plaza, and to check out some of the businesses nearby. So that was 2 nights this year that event was held, and it was a huge success. Down below here, I have a couple of icons. So the Chew on This Tasty Tours is a foodie tour that goes along the one way on Fraser Highway, and people can buy a ticket to this tour, go into the selected businesses and get a little bit of a sample, talk to the business owners, and then they do get compensated from the tour host as well. Theater in the Country, we tried something new this year to get a little bit behind the scenes with some experiences like this. So we were front row recording the experience and posted it on a specialized reel. So we'd like to do that for more businesses next year. Then for Langley City's events like Community Day and Magic of Christmas, we promote those through our website, event listings, in our newsletter, and on social media. And we are also on location for Community Day this year, and we had really great time engaging with everyone coming by. Startup in Canada is a conference for small business owners, and this came to the Coast Hotel Convention Center this year. And it's a nationwide event, so it was really great to have them stop in our community, and we were giving away tickets on our social media for people to experience that. And then the Langley Memorial Hospital Archive Museum is in Mashout House. It's run by a volunteer committee of the Langley Memorial Hospital, but they do have book by appointment tours where you can go in, check out some of the archives with photos and tools and uniforms that were used in the hospital back in the day. And it's a really great historical experience here in the community. So we have put that as a little push for a historical experience for people to check out. But with all of this, we realized there was a huge demand for events in our community and requests for how Discover Langley City can support those throughout the entire year. So we've created an event hosting in Langley City package to source all this information in one place. It's a resource for event organizers to see what Langley City offers and discover Langley City's event support tiers, which is different levels of sponsorship that we can provide if it's a multi-day event. And this is available free on our website as well on our About page for anybody to check out. Lastly, for the last section, I will be diving into visitor services. And the main exciting thing that we launched this year was our brick and mortar visitor center. So this is located inside our office, which we share with the Downtown Langley Business Association. We're right on the corner of Fraser Highway and 206th Street. So if you've not come by, I know many of you have. It was great to see you, but please do come by and say hello. We have a sandwich board directing people to the front door, and we're also having more online listings such as TripAdvisor so that people know exactly where we're located and that we're available to hand out some collateral, answer inquiries, and just welcome anybody into our community. So far, we've had a couple stop in from Washington. We've had some local people as well, and some residents come by just to get more information. And it's been a huge success. And it's also nice to have visitor services year round, since what we do with our mobile is primarily in the summer. Now, looking ahead at 2025 is a very exciting time. We just finished our MRDT tactical plan for 2025 and have also created a budget, and we've had to set some priorities of where to put those funds for next year. So as a short little recap here for marketing, we will be aiming to continue to provide year-round resources for things to do, such as our collateral and our itineraries that we write and post on our website so that people have a really quick way to digest and plan their trip. For destination management, we will aim to enhance the visitor experience. And this also includes an opportunity to increase sports tourism. We did come across an opportunity where we can work with a group to look at our event venues that possibly have some downtime where they're not as booked up to try and bring in some sports conferences or anything like that. So we look forward to exploring that opportunity in the new year. Then visitor servicing, we will aim to share immersive experiences. And for the first time, we're very excited next year, we will be planning a tourism product familiarization tour, also referred to as a FAM tour. So we will be inviting industry experts and some local community representatives to go on a full day tour to explore nature spaces, attractions, have a bite to eat, and do everything fun in between for a whole day. So that will be coming in the spring. to just call out a little bit of key messaging that we'll be using to support tourism in Langley City now and into 2025. The first being just some feedback that we've heard from business owners regarding construction happening in the city. We have been listening to them, and we will continue to, such as on social media platforms or just through our partner email. We send out emails to our partners every couple of months or on an as-needed basis, and we'll continue to amplify messaging to make sure that everyone knows all businesses are still open and everything's running as usual, and just to provide that extra push to make sure that businesses know that we're here to help support them. We'll continue to promote responsible tourism, such as how to respect nature. So don't feed the birds at Bryden Lagoon, for example. If you're walking on the trail, make sure to clean up your garbage, leave it better than you found it, etc. And we also, as a core message to kind of finish us off here today, is Langley City is full of unique, wondrous experiences that DLC promotes for visitors, sports spectators, event planners, residents, hoteliers, and tourism operators. A lot of people. We got to make sure we account for all of them to feel a sense of community connection here. So thank you very much for listening to this presentation today. I appreciate your time, and I will now take any questions that you may have.
Thank you so much for the presentation. Always enjoyed the update. So do we have any comments or questions from council? Good. Go ahead, Councillor White.
Thank you, Mayor Paul. Thank you so much, Jared, for your update. Truly appreciated it. I am always walk away feeling like I've been overwhelmed with information. I love that feeling. I'm wondering, unfortunately, because of I'm tethering my phone, I missed some of the presentation, so I apologize for that. But I would love to get a copy of your presentation if I could. Just in PDF form would be fantastic. Thank
Yeah,
you.
of course, no problem. I appreciate your question. We'll get that over to you for sure.
Awesome. Any other comments or questions? Councillor Wallace, please go ahead.
Yes, just want to thank you very much for your presentation, Taryn. We're so fortunate to have you. You're just your leadership and just the changes in the new things that we see when you come and do a presentation is really awesome. So I look forward to asking you some more questions on the side in regards to possibly sponsoring a film festival in some way because we are having a two-day film festival. But yeah, so thank you very much for all your hard work.
Thank you, Councillor Wallace. And yes, I actually did see on the website the announcement of the film festival next year. So I was meaning to talk to you about that. So yeah, looking forward to hearing more information.
Anybody else? So I'm not seeing anything else from anybody. So yeah, one quick question for me. So and maybe this is for staff, for Airbnbs in Langley City, is that a home use license? I know that in the provincial government, uh, you can't rent out a whole home. So are these folks renting out a room or a secondary suite? And we give them a business license for that? I
I
don't
will
know.
just share, or sorry, if someone.
Yeah, I mean, if you know the answer, that's great. Or Mr. Johansson, maybe you can comment on it.
Yes, through the mayor. Yeah, it's interesting to hear that statistic because we don't specifically permit that in the city through our zoning bylaws. So I'd like to follow up more with Taryn and discuss that. It's something that we're going to be reviewing with council as part of our zoning bylaw update.
Cool. Is there any other questions? Okay, awesome. This is an excellent presentation. Thank you so much. And I look forward do we get a spring update?
Yes, of course. Whenever
Okay.
you want to hear more of what's going on, I'm happy to share. And
Yes.
appreciate all of your support. Thank you very much for the kind words and for all of your collaboration through everything that we do. We appreciate it a lot. And thank you, Mayor Bahal.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I did have the opportunity to pop by the new visitor center and it was very good. So really nice. Thank you
Yeah,
so much. Have a great rest of your evening.
amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So, as I don't think we have any recommendations here, I'll move that the Committee of the Whole rise and report, seconded by Councillor Wallace. I'll call the question. All those in favor? Any opposed? So that's carried unanimously. So that brings us to a motion to hold a closed meeting. So the motion is that the council meeting immediately following this meeting be closed to the public as a subject matter being considered related to items which comply with the following closed meeting criteria specified in section 90 of the community charter. 1C, labor relations or other employee relations. E, the acquisition, disposition, or expropriation of land or improvement. If the council considers that disclosure could reasonably be expected to harm the interests of the municipality. K, negotiation and related discussions respecting the proposed provision of a municipal service that are in their preliminary stages, and that, in the view of council, could be reasonably expected to harm the interests of the municipality if they're held in public. And 2B, the consideration of information received and held in confidence relating to negotiations between the municipality and the province, or the federal government, or both, or between a provincial government or the federal government, or both, and a third party. So, is there a mover? Moved by Councillor White, seconded by Councillor Albrecht. Any further discussion? Seeing none, I'll call the question. All those in favor? Any opposed? So that's carried unanimously. And then who would like to adjourn this meeting? So moved by Councillor Mack, seconded by Councillor James. I'll call the question. All those in favor? Opposed? It's carried unanimously. Before we drop off this, the next meeting I think will be no more than 20 minutes. So did you just want to jump onto that? Or did you want to take a break?